Hello, my name is Brian Montalvo Ramos. This is going to be the overview for my maintenance app, our, our maintenance shop enterprise customer database, which would be the full name for this application. So for the project overview, it's a large scale customer database. It stores all of our customers. It's built using Java and in conjunction with the SQL server. Uh, is there to support all our rules in our shop, and it's designed to be flexible and be able to be scaled to whatever the needs of the company are. Essentially, the system scope is you have your SQL server shared by all our shops. So if you have one to 100 shops, we can still scale down or scale up to provide enough storage to have all the customer data stored in this actual program. For the architecture, again, it's a SQL server table, right? That stores all our customer data. We have an application level, right? So we have our Java program that hosts all our classes and our connections. And then our connection manager connects our actual SQL server to our program. And all of this is controlled through the GUI and the connection manager. So as far as the project risks go, um, for this program, essentially is data integrity, right? So that's our major risk, and you have security risk, unauthorized access or data leaks. Then we have hardware or performance issues, um, which are some of the major problems that we face when developing a program. And last but not least, we're gonna have the human factor, right? So, if we make any mistakes or there's any scheduling problems that we have to account for, uh, these are all things that we need to ensure are mitigated while in the development phase. In order to do that, we have the developed these risk contingency plans. So ensure that we have a strong database and that we have a strong triggers to catch any kind of issues with the validations uh, of the data that's being stored. Make sure that we use a encrypt connection. This is accomplished by the connection manager. Uh, Daily automated backups. So make sure we have a locally stored backup as well as one in the cloud. Um, and last but not least, we're going to use version control utilizing GitHub in order to maintain our program integrity and maintain the integrity as we go through the phases of this development. So, as far as what we would need to accomplish this development program, we would need at least 2 to 3 people. So we would need 2 to 3 Java developers, one QA, and one system admin. The system admin can work as the project manager, and then we're gonna need one SQL data engineer. That that team member is going to be in charge of making sure that the SQL database or the table is set up with our needs in mind. So we need to ensure that the table reflects what we have. So essentially reflects the correct formatting and correct customer data. Then as far as material resources that we need, we're just going to need a couple workstations with a Java IDE installed, and we're going to need access to GitHub in order to, again, ensure data integrity through the different versions throughout our phases. So for our quality control, it's going to be performed during each phase of the development process, during which we would be testing for data integrity and CRUD functionality. We would also go through our system logs as we perform these tests and ensure that there is no errors or invalidated data being stored inside our actual database. That way, we maintain a smooth schedule and we also maintain data integrity throughout this whole process. So the way we're going to be able to accomplish this is utilizing this testing strategy right here. So for the positive test, we're going to see that all our requirements, all our CRUD requirements are fulfilled, then we're able to add, update, remove, and export customers. If there's any kind of negative test, so let's say if we fail the test and we're able to input in invalidated data or invalid data, then we're going to go back to each individual class, look at the code and see what went wrong, and we're going to go back and retest, right? So we're going to make sure that we have a backup before and after each test to ensure that we're finding any kind of issues that we could come across, and we have different versions of the program as we go through. So each version of the program is going to go through GitHub in order to maintain uh, that linear development process, right? So if we find any issues, we'll go through GitHub, we'll split that repository to add a different line to ensure that the fixes we put uh, fix the problem, or if they don't fix it, we're able to go back through and try a different solution. So GitHub is going to be very important in our testing strategy. It's where we're going to keep all our files as we're developing that program. So the project highlights is going to be after we accomplish developing this whole program and we follow our quality assurance program and our testing program, we should have a flexible program. So a flexible design that's easy to use, right? And is scalable to whatever your company needs. From one shop to 100 shops, it'll work just the same, right? So while we utilize our management plan, our integration plan, and our testing, we're able to make sure we keep data integrity and we keep our resources and our workflow as efficient as we can. In conclusion, this project management plan describes how to scale the maintenance shop system into enterprise customer database solution while maintaining flexibility for future process integration. With this plan, a development team can implement and scale the system confidently for many users and locations. Thank you.